What's going on, y'all? H-Dog here today to talk to you about a recent news report of Pokimane getting banned off Twitch. Also consider subscribing and tapping the notification bell to stay updated on content like this, as well as the other content that I do on my channel. Including gaming, doing reactions, having like a wide range of topics that I go over on the channel. Now, apparently Pokimane had got recently banned on Twitch for violating some sort of DMCA guideline, and she was reacting to the old school series Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it wasn't like one of those typical reactions where it's like done in a watch party fashion, which I think would have been more beneficial for her if she had to did it in that way, instead of like her doing it in the way she did and how she did it. And apparently because of this became like a trending topic on Twitter and everybody talking about it. Now, this one post kind of caught my attention, a post from Dexerto. Now, this was back on December 27th of last year. This is something that kind of became trending after the fact that Pokimane got banned, would Twitch start doing like some type of DMCA crackdown with somebody by the name of Cold Carnage saying, "Random question with no real context. Noticing a lot of streamers are watching shows and reacting. No shade, more power to them, but I mean, is this okay to do? Are these like public domain shows or something? Do larger companies just do not care about how folks re-streaming their stuff?" Now, in terms of people watching and reacting shows and movies, people do a thing called watch parties on Twitch. Now, watch party could be a great way to avoid a DMCA takedown. I've never heard of nobody having a DMCA takedown, even with the fact that they did a watch party. If you were to get a DMCA takedown because of a watch party, that would have to be some of the most asinine bullshit I'd ever heard. But this was something that somebody by the name of DJ Wheat had responded saying it's absolutely not okay. Just like it has never been okay to stream music, this is just as DMCA able as anything else. Hard to say why streamers have not been targeted, but just like music, it's probably just a matter of time. This is not an official Twitch take, just my own. Now, as far as the other reactions that goes on Twitch, in terms of like movies and even reactors who, you know, took into Twitch to react to something live on Twitch with their audience. Take I'm Dante for an example, who reacts to things on Twitch and will put them on YouTube. Specifically music. Now, the thing about music is when people do a reaction to music, a lot of people I started noticing making their way coming over to Twitch simply because they got tired of YouTube constantly hitting them with copyright claims or taking down certain reactions to certain songs now altogether. Now, somebody who recently started doing reactions, which you should check out by the way, it can be a bit annoying when you're doing a reaction to music and you try to upload a reaction to YouTube and you get hit with copyright claims and stuff like that. And the copyright issue itself is both a two-part thing. It's both like a letter of the law and it's on YouTube, because YouTube's copyright system can be so fucked to where anybody can claim anything, say, hey, it's mine, without no actual proof, and you just, you know, lost all the money for it. And it can be anything. It don't necessarily have to be a music reaction. It can be anything at all. And we can make the argument that the music industry and the law kind of strong arms YouTube to do something, even though they have the power to do something different where it's not as bad, to where content creators don't get the brunt end of the stick, if you will. And it's gotten to a point where, as far as like a music reaction would go, where if I was to react to an album, I feel like, you know, I'd have to pause or kind of trim out certain segments of the video itself to where it don't get, you know, picked up in the algorithm as a copyright claim, but it could still get picked up as a claim. Whereas Twitch is more extreme, where if you know, react to certain things, and you're not supposed to, they will make sure they will ban you swiftly and accordingly. Now, on one hand, we could just say, oh, we'll just play by the rules or whatever. But I do think that there's certain things that we should be able to react to with no punishment. Like, we're just trying to be as critical as possible of something. And granted, like, this whole DMCA thing could go as far into gaming, because it's different when it comes to certain things, right? When it comes to YouTube and Twitch, they don't want you to react to movies or shows or music without getting a copyright claim or the video being blocked or taken down altogether. But we can be able to stream, react, and play a game and give our opinion on the product with no issues whatsoever. We may get hit with a copyright claim with some music that may be in the game, but that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. That can something that can be a bit expected. The point I'm trying to make is, all we have to do is just buy the game, and it's not going to be no issues as far as DMCA goes. But as far as other things go, like movies and music, even if we buy it, we still suffer, which I don't understand. If I download and add some music or a album to my playlist to Apple Music or Spotify, a subscription service where I pay a monthly subscription for every month, I should be able to react to it and nothing happened, because you can kind of use that as low-key, I want to say in a way, like a license. Like, all right, you kind of technically bought a license with the purchase to use it. Now, I can understand if it's something that's outright stolen, where it's like, all right, that's when the DMCA should come into play. It's when it's something that's absolutely stolen, or it's something that is me making money or me profiting off of somebody very small. For example, SoundCloud rappers. I don't feel like SoundCloud rappers are really protected for real. Like the small SoundCloud rappers, if some big name YouTuber was to react to it, sure, they would get some exposure, some big time exposure. I ain't gonna hold you, they would. But that rapper who ain't gone mainstream yet and isn't making any money, if at all, from the song itself, then he's gonna suffer for it. You get what I'm saying? Because in a situation like that, the reactor would be making the more of the money than the artist, as compared to somebody who's a big name artist in the music industry who's making in millions and millions, should not be worried about somebody reacting to their content and they're bringing in, let's say, $5,000 or $10,000 off of that one reaction, or just annually off of their content or music in general. Like, what is $10,000 to your $100,000 or to your $500,000 or your millions of dollars? I'm making very little. You would be literally making pennies compared to what they make. They make a whole lot more than just pennies. So it's like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, because this could be something that could be apparently bullshit when, say, you upload a reaction to a song, and if you try to dispute the claim, you'll get hit with a notification that says you cannot dispute the claim if you own a CD or if you download the song onto a playlist, which I think a part of that is bullshit. Because if I downloaded it legally, I should be able to react to it, no incident whatsoever. But the DMCA, all it does, like, they think that they're protecting the artists. You're not protecting the artists. Like, why would you want to protect artists that rack in millions of dollars? We're talking about racking in money. We're talking about artists that make millions of dollars, and people who react to their content probably make half what they make. Some reactors might be a millionaire. I'm not saying that there isn't a reactor out there who isn't a millionaire. But again, what's $10,000 to $1 million? I still think it's bullshit. How it should be is, if I legally bought the song and added it to my Apple playlist, it should be good to go for me to make money off of it. This just comes to show that the music industry, not just the music industry, but the movie industry and TV industry, they are strong arming reactors. They're trying their best to protect the people who make millions of dollars or even billions. And I'm gonna keep it real. For the most part, artists would not mind somebody reacting to their song at all and giving their opinion on it. But it really be the record labels that do not like the idea of somebody else making money off their content. I can understand if you're a small record label, a really small record label. But if you're a record label that racks in millions and millions and millions, or let's just say billions for the fuck of it, why do you care if somebody makes $5,000 off of it? You ain't hurting. You're not gonna go out of business tomorrow. So I don't get that. It just begs the question, like, how far will this go? Even though I can understand like the issue with reacting to a show or movie live on Twitch and instead of opting to do a watch party instead, I can understand that to a degree, a small degree. But what's gonna happen to the reactors who react and review songs on Twitch and upload it to YouTube? Like, of course you're gonna do with something on YouTube, I'm pretty sure of it. But what's gonna happen to those people if they're reacting to something on Twitch and they can't make money off of it? The only other option is to put it on Patreon. And we know, I think this year Patreon said that they're gonna have something rolling out to where you can upload videos directly to Patreon and make money off of it. Now, if Patreon is gonna do something to where you're getting a copyright claim for this music or album reaction to YouTube that you uploaded, and you ain't getting no money from it on the YouTube side of things, you get uploaded directly to Patreon now. I don't think it's now exactly. I think they said it's going to roll out in February, but still though, that's pretty huge, because if Patreon could do something that combats the DMCA law exactly, or to at least to where it can be compromising enough to where it's better for the creator to where they don't really lose money, then I think it'd be a huge W for people who are on Twitch or who are on YouTube. At the end of the day, it does end up benefiting the big companies that be making money off the music and whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, the people who's really going to suffer because of this is us, the creator, from reacting to content is owned by like a mega rich corporation, and they're gonna get all the money while meanwhile nobody gets a dime. I think it's absolutely a travesty. It's completely fucked up, and they need to do something to kind of tweak it to where it greatly benefits us in a way. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about the state of DMCA in the comments below. Until next time, it's been A-Stalk here, and I'm out. Peace.